What's up, big time fishing family? I got something special for you. This camera is going to really change the way we do things. This camera can change the way you do things. This camera is going to give you footage of what your bait's doing underwater, the fish striking your bait, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Let's get this thing out and show you what we're working with here. This is by Canfish Fishing CamX lure fishing camera. This thing is bad to the bone. It's going to do a lot of cool stuff for you. From the looks of it, it's packaged really well. The box is really nice. It's really fancy inside. This is not your wife's toy, by the way. Do not get it confused with that little thing she keeps in her drawer. So this is really streamlined. So what you do is you take your main line, probably a heavier line because you're not going to want to lose this thing. You tie it up here to this little notch. And then you take a smaller leader line and you tie it off the end with your bait or your lure of your choice, depending on what we're doing, trolling, catfishing, cranking, chatterbaiting, whatever it is. You can also rig this thing up as a float, so like a bobber. So if you're pan fishing, it'll sit just like this, and you'll get all the footage of them perch, those bluegill, those crappie, and all them awesome critters we love to eat. It comes housed very safe, nice styrofoam, padded. Real nice. In here you have your attachments, your cordless charging station, and all that fun stuff. Something cool about this camera is it's 136 degrees. Really wide lens, giving you a great view of what's going around with your lure or the fish, and it'll really give you a good idea what's going on. Something to take into consideration is floating lures. Floating lures, suspending lures. This has a little bit of weight to it until I get it out of the box and actually play with it a little bit in the water. I don't know for sure, but my guess is it's probably not going to work the best with those types of lures. I could be wrong. Let's find out. But a buzzbait or something, if you can scoot this across the water top enough, it might work. I would guess, I've had bass and pike come up and hit my bobbers. I would guess you'd have some pretty cool stuff like that happen with this tied on. What I was reading about this camera is it's got Starlight-grade full HD light correction. That's going to give you amazing footage, especially in them low light conditions or even the high light where you're getting a lot of glare and stuff. That's really going to cut down on that stuff and give you the footage you're looking to get. Now, when looking at cameras, depth is something to take into consideration, especially if you're a guy who trolls, and maybe some of you cat fishermen that fish deep pools. This thing is going to do it all. Even you ocean fishermen, this goes up to 656 feet is what it's waterproof to. There's not a lot you're going to be able to throw at this thing that it can't handle. The promise about this is it's hands-free operation. Who doesn't like hands-free? I can do a lot of other things with my hands. A lot of things. The biggest bonus about this, wireless charging. Gotta love wireless charging. Ease of use is something we all love as anglers. With that being said, I have yet to be able to test this thing. I cannot wait to get it in the water and get some good footage. I want to see what my lures are doing, my baits. I want to see what the fish are doing when they come after my crap. When I say crap, that's what my wife calls it. I call it a collection for intellectual men. Yeah, right. Fish every cast like it's your last. God bless.